Hello, and welcome to another episode of One Take Wonder. That's the jingle for this episode, and there's a new jingle every single episode. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about a film that I made, and I wanted to give a little bit of a director's commentary over it, and I think kind of fit into the nature of One Take Wonder, kind of talk about some of the flaws that were there, some of the things that went well, some of the flaws. Recently, in the Kazoo 48-Hour Film Festival, which is a 48-hour film festival that happens in my town every single year. We've been at this festival for 4 times now, and we've gotten an award every single time. 2 of those were Best Amateur Picture, and the film that I'm about to show, the whole thing, won Best Use of Dialogue. What's really interesting about 48-hour films is their own name. You have 48 hours to make a film, and specifically in this one, it's under a few guidelines. So we've got Friday, 6 p.m. to Sunday to 6 p.m., and we need to make a film including some very particular things. Let me make sure I'm recording on my end. That could be bad. Specifically, this year, our genre was sci-fi fantasy. Our line of dialogue, which we won an award for, was My Body Forgot What to Do. The prop was scissors. The character is person who was unbelievably lucky, and the location is parking lot. And with any of these, there could just be a simple shot, like 1 second in a parking lot, or a shot where your prop is in the background, like scissors. Usually a lot of how these films are judged for awards is how you use these props, and just the quality of the film overall and what's going on with it. Yeah, and I'm very satisfied with what we made this year. Immediately when we got this, we were like, okay, we want a portal that goes somewhere. And we kind of based the entire film off of it. It was really fun. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna hop directly into it, and I'm gonna be pausing all over the place and just kind of talking about my thoughts throughout it. Not only was I the director, but I was providing the equipment, the camera that's shooting this right now. I was the editor. I was other stuff. I tend to do a lot of stuff when I direct, especially this year we had a much smaller crew compared to Shotgun or Motherboard Loves You. But what we really wanted to focus on this year was sort of restructuring and really getting a lot of efficiency out of what we're doing. We only have 48 hours to make this film. And last year was Shotgun. I'm just gonna page through Shotgun real quick. You're gonna see a little bit of this first. Obviously, go watch these films. Go watch my documentary. Go watch the other Kazoo 48-hour films. There are some amazing ones, and they should be up on YouTube. I'm gonna put a couple of them up in the title cards just throughout the video, or the iCards if they're still there. I think they are, for you guys to go check out intermittently. Go ahead and finish this video, then go watch those. Here is Shotgun. A big problem with Shotgun that we had was everything was shot outside. And I hate shooting outdoors, so I don't know why I took this project and this problem, because you're running into all different things. You've got the sun bearing down on you, and you got to set all your settings, and it was particularly cloudy and really confusing. And the sun sets and the sun rises, so you're getting inconsistent lighting, and you gotta be changing your lighting all of the time, as opposed to a bunch of consistent indoor locations like we had with Motherboard Loves You, where this was my apartment's creepy basement, and this was a part of fine arts building of the college that I went to. It's all indoor locations, and we all had very direct control over the lighting. Also, another problem with Shotgun was we were going to so many different locations, and they were dramatically spread out. I think that threw off our pace dramatically. So we wanted just let's get 1 location, maybe 2, and really kind of refine down our process and really see what we can do with the limitations that we put on ourselves. And I think we made something really cool. So let's go ahead and hop into this. I'm going to be pausing intermittently. You're going to have to deal with it. So this first shot was the very first thing that I put in the timeline. You'll notice this is actually like the kind of one-take wonder background generated. It's just like out of Final Cut. I threw some effects over it just because I love how it looks and I love how trippy it looks, and I really wanted to mess around with like some more of the generators. This is the sort of pinhole breaking in through this dimension that we're in, going through to the other side. Originally I was gonna key it out and we have like a reverse shot at the very first shot that I wanted to do, but we only have so much time editing and I was doing a lot of shit. If I were to do a 49-hour version of this film, I would add that. I'll talk about that later. This was such a sweet moment of serendipity here. Basically, we just had a simple shot where we're like, okay, just open the bottle and pour a shot. And Jaden really kind of like took it and ran. We got a shot where like the cap of the bottle, I mean, you see it right here, directly hit the lens, which was really fun. So I really wanted to work with it. Like when we got this in the can, we were all freaking out. Really, really cool shot.
It's right there.
Lucky laugh.
Aren't you right here?
Yep. This was the first editing mistake that I did, and this was our kind of only inclusion of a person who is unbelievably lucky.
Lucky laugh.
Aren't you right here?
Yep. Lucky left. Aren't you right-handed? Yep. That's all we got. There was a lot of stuff that we had to cut just for like length and that kind of stuff, and a lot of this intro I wanted to be like a lot more non-verbal, so we kind of lost out on that, which was a bit of a bummer. And then we have the hold hands entering in through this veil. This was the concept that I really wanted, is I wanted like a very interesting kind of like somewhat practical effect going on right here. Those are my hands. I bought the green screen and I bought these like chroma key gloves, and I was like, I need to use these for something. And I think this turned out very cool. Like I honestly, you know, this is like still shitty green screen here, but I think it gives it a very like cool specific look. Also a really big thing is a lot of these like party shots and everything, aside from a few where we cut away, we needed to have that continuity because we only had one of these blankets, and once we started cutting into it, there was kind of no going back. This blanket was one of the blankets that I've been using for a very, very long time, and I loved this blanket so much, but we had a laundry incident where I've got two cats and they shed a lot, and they shed all over this blanket, and we tossed it in the wash, and the cat hair like clogged the drainage of the washing machine, and it just made the blanket smell terrible and moldy, and I was like hanging this up and it was rank as hell. I was like, so it was a really big bummer, but I wanted to make use of this blanket. I knew there wasn't going to be a lot of salvaging short of like completely frying this thing with chemicals to get rid of the smell and just the overall like tacky quality of it. So I think this was a really great opportunity to have this as a send-off for the blanket. Something very interesting about this, particularly with the practical side of it, is what we wanted to do with this portal here is I wanted people to be able to go through it, and I wanted there to be some level of depth on the other side. So what we did was we completely restructured Sophie and Ryan's living room for this set, where there was just like a closet door that they had inside of the living room. We took the door off, put the green screen on the inside, and use a blanket to cover the entire wall to make it more like a tapestry kind of thing and make it look like there wasn't a door there that entire time. I thought it turned out really cool. It does have a very, you'll see, very distinctive shitty green screen look. I think it's fun looking, but you can definitely tell like, oh, this is rough. And it probably could have been ironed out in like 2 more, 3 more hours of work to specifically like iron out you'll see the patches, but we didn't have time. We had 48 hours and editing was like late Saturday, all of Sunday. If I were doing a 49-hour version, I would be doing a lot of cleanup of this. If I were to go back and do this portal effect again, I think I would have settled on an actual like screen, like a TV screen or something, where it's gonna be like casting some light from the inside that's gonna be like on people's faces and like always fluctuating and that kind of stuff. I think would have been way cooler. We didn't have it this time around, but if I were to come back and like make something like this again, I would probably do a screen or something just so we don't have to worry about like this kind of post-production stuff.
Hike, 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 hike.
I love this moment so much. I was watching a lot of Samurai Jack before this, and I was like, I want some like syncopated like moments, like kind of composited together, and I really liked how this turned out. I love the colors. If you look right there, this was a small mistake that I noticed that I'm not too sure anyone has noticed yet. Watch Vance right here. For just a frame, kind of like sinks over a little bit. And the way I grab these stills is, right now Final Cut 11 is really kind of really annoying me, where if you try and pull a screenshot of something or like capture the photo, it comes out like really dark and saturated. So I just kind of like, I didn't want to do all that post work, and I was wasting time, and this was like one of the later things I was doing, so I was like, okay, I just need to figure something out. So I stretched it out super, like I slowed it down super long to be a single frame, and then I just like took segments and kept on repeating it. I have genuinely no clue why I did that. I think it was just this render specifically that I was like, huh, what's going on here? Because like I went and I rendered it again, and then I didn't do that. So computers are weird, I guess.
What the fuck is that?
I'm putting something in.
Oh.
Do it. It's gone.
Well, where do we think it went?
Away.
I don't know, but I want to go there.
You should. I'll support you no matter what you want to do,
Not
ever.
that.
You don't support what I want to do, huh?
Yeah, because it's dumb.
Well, I guess I'm dumb, because I'm going in.
Go. Oh boy, send me a postcard.
So this was a very complicated shot to execute. What we did here was we had our cinematographer, Ryan. It was inside of the hole, and we had some like shifting of lights and that kind of stuff. In the middle of production, we had a tripod head snap. Let me grab one of these. It's not this one, but we had this piece right here. I forget the name of it. I don't know what it is. Okay, it fell over, and the light bar that we had attached to it like snapped. And the threading, that's what it's called, threading. The threading snapped off and is like stuck inside of that light there. And we had the tripod head snap. Eventually, Theo came onto the set later on through the shooting and was able to help with that. I didn't set the tripod in a good spot and it fell over. Everything's okay. So we had Theo just kind of like moving around with one of these wands. You can see in the reflection right here. Watch the movement of it as it goes to like, we're getting light on this side, and as they're getting closer, originally we were just getting like super dark shadows because we didn't have any light there. So we had Theo move the wand. It's really cool. I really like it. I think it really turned out. I really enjoyed it. I didn't realize till I sent this that like these background noises of like weird movement and that kind of stuff, Jaden is kind of synced to that snapping noise. I didn't intend for that to happen, but I thought that was really interesting. Also, this is we almost broke the 90-degree rule. Jaden here was actually facing this side, so I flipped it. And I don't think it's noticeable, but now that I pointed it out, I think a lot of people are gonna be like, wow, it looks so like reflected and mirrored in the, anyway. I think it turned out very well. This was a lot of like, the nature of 48-hour filmmaking is like, we don't have time for pickups. We don't have time for this. We need to work with what's in the can. And I really think it worked out with this. I wish I put in more sounds here because this is just really fun. This was a very goofy moment in the night where we're like, we're starting to like get the creature, and Carolyn and Jaden were trying so hard not to laugh. I think it can just like be interpreted as like, what's going on? But no, they were just trying not to laugh in the background here.
Let's get you some water.
This scene right here is a reference to a software update, which is available on this channel. I'll link it here, but I'll put it up on the screen, kind of like a side-by-side comparison.
Sorry. My body forgot what to do.
And that won us an award, baby! Vance has won us 2 awards consecutively now, just by being Vance and doing cool shit. So thank you, Vance. With the award that we got this time around, I just kind of gave it to Vance at this point, because I've got mine.
Yeah, go wash up in the bathroom.
A bit of a long walking scene. If I were to change anything, I would make that faster.
Sidebar?
Sidebar.
We can't bring him to the party.
We have to. He already Venmoed me for the lift.
But he's acting so weird.
Oh, probably because of the...
We could leave him with Samurai.
Rock, paper, scissors over it?
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot!
Lift's here.
I think that shot was tied in complexity and the amount of takes it required to get this one down. Just because the amount of choreography that we had to do and a lot of like timing and a lot of like, hey, when it's pointed at you, that's when you say it, that kind of thing. You hear that clicking? It's because of these quick release things that I have on the camera. These like quick release things that I have for like my kind of camera strap that I take whenever I go around and I do videography work. I left them on. That was a very stupid decision of me, but they're there. So now you know there's interesting film trivia.
The lift's here. Time to go. Don't want to keep Matt waiting.
There's a part in there with when it makes that like angular snap and that super quick movement where the snip is just missing. That's because of like some like kind of speed ramping stuff that I did, and the audio went completely missing. And I think it was a point in the night where I was just so delirious that I saw the wavelength on the timeline, and I could have sworn I heard it, but now I'm watching it, it's just not there. Another interesting piece of film trivia.
Is he coming?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Forgot the portal sound effects in here. I actually don't know if it was noticeable. Leave your comment below if you noticed it before I pointed it out. Same with all of these, actually. I think what's very interesting about a lot of filmmaking is there's a lot of places where you can cut corners, or like you can like see visible mistakes in frame, but because of what's going on, the audience doesn't really realize it. There's a film, I forget what it's called, but I always talk about it with other people, and when I was working on my documentary, it like always stood out to me. Basically, there was a scene where, because of like what's intensely going on, this area is being flooded and they're like screaming at each other. The camera person wipes their lens with a rag, and it wasn't noticed for like 15 years. Pretty much only the editor, director, and camera person noticed it, and the camera person didn't even know that it made the cut until they watched it back and they were like, oh no. But it was just like so intense with what's going on in the focal point that like people didn't even notice it. That's what I was going through with a lot of my documentary. Was there are like a few shots where you'll notice a very specific blurry part of the frame because I had a smudge on my lens and I didn't notice after a multi-day shoot that it was there, because it wasn't on like my lens, it was on like the sensor part, like the piece of glass that's like on the sensor, and I was freaking the hell out. There are a few spots where the smudge is still there and the blur might be noticeable. So if you're ever going through and watching the film, which you should, you can go ahead and keep rewatching it, which you should, and notice the smudges, which you probably shouldn't. But if you want to, it's there. Anyway, interesting filmmaking. I don't know what was up with this doorknob. We were just kind of shooting, and then the doorknob started getting all like rickety, moving all over the place. But we didn't have time. This was the end of the day. Like, you're gonna see the next shot. We did this shot, and then we went outside to shoot the last one. It's dark as hell. It's so late. We were running out of time. And we did not want to do pickups. Jaden was not available for pickups, so we couldn't even do it. So it was just like, okay, roll with it. That's a lot of Kazoo 48. Is just roll with the punches, take what we have, and work with what we got. So I really think we worked with what we got, and we got something really cool.
Do you think anyone will notice?
No. Is that a lift for Jaden? Okay. Come on, that's for gonna wait. Oh, man.
Holy shit! Another Vance! That was like the fun twist that we wanted to put at the end of it, because we knew we were gonna have a lot of time at the party, and we actually cut out a lot of narrative going on. Like, Jaden was meeting somebody, and Carolyn was gonna have a person that like she's been meeting, and she really wanted to get to know better. That was kind of cut from the narrative, and we had like photos at the end that we took of it, and there was like a whole photo compilation. I'm gonna see if I still have them, but I'm gonna put them up on the screen because they're really funny. And like, that was the very last thing we did at the end of the day. We were all exhausted, and honestly the photos didn't turn out the best, so we just kind of cut it. So we're left with the cliffhanger of another Vance showing up. Who knows what's to happen? The only thing I wanted to leave here that would like leave like more interpretation and more theories was Vance being credited. We've got Jaden, Carolyn, Vance. Another Vance. I think it made for a very interesting, like, open for interpretation moment. But yeah, that's the film. I really had a good time, and I really feel like we streamlined our process, and we're really figuring out like what we want to make and the kind of style that we want to make. And ultimately, this was just such a wonderful project. Things really kind of like fell into place, and we all got exhausted and we all got a little bit pissed off, but we went out of it, and we made a super cool movie. And the screening was super wonderful. There were so many great films this year, and the skill ceiling is just raising and raising and raising. So I am so excited to see what happens next year, because I know I'm certainly doing it, and I hope that like everyone that participated this year puts something out as well, because this is an amazing community event. And for anybody who's interested in participating in the Kazoo 48-Hour Film Festival, it happens annually, and you can kind of submit it from anywhere. There was a family from like Idaho that sent in something. There was a bunch of like film guys, like this whole production company from California that sent in a couple of things for a couple of years. It's anybody from all over, and this festival is very wonderful. It's very like small town community. We're all making films, and we're all making cool stuff, and there's all sorts of different stuff going on. Absolutely wonderful festival, and I'm so appreciative that I'm a part of it, and that we've been able to make such wonderful films. I have a blooper reel that I wanted to share with you guys after that. I kind of put together quickly that I thought would be fun to share. It's got some bloopers, it's got some extras and some shots that we cut. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut over to that. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching this episode of One Take Wonder, and remember, life is one take, so make it wonderful. I'll see you all later.
Davis, please do that again.
Hey there.
Play.
Sorry, let me
let me calm for a second.
What?
I said calm. Put this in the footage.
What?
This is my declaration. If we don't win best film, best amateur film, best character, best plot, best genre, best prop, best whatever, if we don't win anything, I will rip my shirt off and I will yell and they'll kick me out. I will do it. I'll get myself kicked out. I don't care. Not to be vain and narcissistic, but we have to win!
Wow.
How are you grabbing it with your mouth? Oh, what? I didn't do it, guys.
You tried your best though.
It's on my lap.
That's okay. Oh no. Samry's out. Here you go, buddy. Sorry, that's the demons.
Oh.
Called the lift. It'll be here soon. Goals for the night. Fingered. Wait, Go!
Nope, I failed.
Alright, I wanna go again. Hold on.
Get him out of my nose! Alright guys, the new portal is Jaden's. Ryan's getting up with a shot in my ass.
Do not drink if you are pregnant.
Are you pregnant?
I can't read.
You're having a
Wait.
Shots no.
No, I can't have those. Are you gonna finish that?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let it go to waste.
Straight vodka.
I'm not gonna let it go to waste.
You guys are vile.
You can see me online.
How many people are we gonna kiss tonight?
10.
Really?
Well, I like to be optimistic.
Okay, no, I'm for it. I'm really hoping someone offers to finger me tonight. Clicker train? I was trying to clicker train Sophie for a while.
You got it.
If I don't get one ass to join an MLM, I don't look cute enough.
Yeah. No, and I get that, and I'm with that. Because, like, if you don't want me in the pyramid, why are we hanging out?
Who's on top of the pyramid and who's on the bottom of the pyramid?
Generally, I'm on top. But
The pyramid.
I can be on bottom if that's what you want.